Hey everyone, Josh here. Today we're looking at our top 3 favorite pour-over kettles. Before we get started on our 3 picks today, just a quick note about Gooseneck Kettles. As you can see, all of our picks have this tapered spout here from the bottom, and that's mainly to restrict flow so that you get more accuracy when you're pouring into a V60 or a Chemex. If any of you have tried to do a pour-over with a regular kettle, you may find it a little bit messy, and these spout designs really do help control for pour-over as a brew method. First up on our list of pour-over kettles is the Bonavita variable temp. The reason we picked the variable temp is because it's the one that we use in our stores, and it's also the one that we use most often when testing new coffees for our coffee wall. And that's entirely due to the temp control that the base gives you, as opposed to the other 2 models, which are regular stovetop. So this gives you a variance of plus or minus 1 degree, I believe it is, and it really lets you dial in and set up perfect variables for making a pour-over recipe. It also features a hold button, which lets you hold your temperature while you're brewing or preparing your brew method. And when you pull the kettle off the base and hit the plus button, it enters the timer mode so that you can watch your extraction time and you don't need a separate timer, which is a really, really convenient feature, especially because this kettle takes up the most space in your kitchen compared to the other 2, since the base has to be plugged in, so it uses a wall socket, and it has to be in an open and easy to access place because you need to pull the kettle on and off often to use. Compared to our other 3, it also has the fastest pour rate and the most simple design. The brushed finish is a lot easier to keep clean than the polished of the other 2, and the black plastic isn't the nicest to look at, but all in all, it does the best job for someone who's looking to really dial in their pour-over experience. Our next pick for pour-over kettles is the Stag Kettle. This is definitely the more modern of the kettles that we picked today, and it has a much more industrial design. So you can see here, it has a tapered, almost Erlenmeyer flask-like shape, and a couple of the nice features that they've included with the kettle is the ergonomic handle. You can hold it this way or this way for pouring, is counterweighted. So when the kettle is full of water, it's very easy to control your pour. It also has a much more geometric shaped spout than the more graceful lines of our other 2 picks. And it's set low, and the high taper here gives it a really, really accurate pour. That does happen to be slower than the Bonavita, but a little bit faster than the Hario. The other main feature of the Stag Kettle is the built-in thermometer in the base, or in the lid. It has a built-in brew range temperature between 195 and 198 degrees, and that's really, really nice for day-to-day usage, because you can put it on your kettle, turn it on, start prepping your pour-over, come back, wait till it's in the range, and brew. If you're really, really into accurate temperatures, then the red range is not going to be as accurate as a Bonavita, but as far as workflow early in the morning, this one definitely takes the cake. There are a couple of cons. The lid itself has steam vents all around the handle, so when it's heated and full of water, you can't remove the lid to add more, simply because the steam comes up around the thermometer, which doubles as the handle for the lid. They're available in polished stainless and black, and I really like the more modern aesthetic than the other 2 kettles. Last up on our list of pour-over kettles is the Hario Buono in copper. We picked the copper over the stainless simply because it's one of the most beautiful kettles that we've ever seen. The finish is really, really well done. It has contrasting brass on the handle and wood on the lid knob. And as you can see here, the pour spout is the most graceful of the 3 picks and really lends to the classic design of the kettle. They're also available in stainless if that matches your kitchen more, but if you have anything copper or copper bottom pans, copper apartmento, this is definitely going to match better. It also comes with a silicone handle, which is removable for cleaning, or if you prefer the look without the brass, although the brass does get a little hot if you leave it on the stove for too long. And that's the Hario Buono copper. So that's it for our top 3 pour-over kettles. For the most features and the most temperature accuracy, we have the Bonavita electric variable temp. For ease of use and workflow purposes, we have the Stag Kettle. And for pure aesthetics, we have the copper Hario Buono. Join us next week. We will be going over French presses. And if you have any comments about my picks, leave them under this video. Thanks. I'll see you all next week.